Hello from GNature.com, this is Mark Josie. This video here is specially made for the request from one of my YouTube fans, and the name is Kung Fu San Sao Competitive Art Training. Hope I didn't get that wrong. So yeah, I answered on one of my YouTube videos response saying that okay, sure, let's make a video to show what real and not real Chinese swords are supposed to be like. So here, let me demonstrate something. This is a very common kind of blade, okay, used in Kung Fu. And usually people just think that these are real things. And as you can see, okay, it looks real. But then when you hold it, it can be flexed. You see? And many people get fascinated about these. You hear the sound? Let's try it again. See? Many people think that the sword and blade should be like this. See the sound? See? When you thrust, okay, you hear that sound like tring, like that, like in the movies. Okay? And people think that this is very powerful and it looks powerful. But then, if you use these swords, okay, or these blades to stab or thrust into an object, for example, just like thrusting, okay, toward some metal armor kind of stuff like that, or even soft metal, okay, these blades will bend like that. Okay, and the harder you thrust, the worse it will be. Because I tried, okay, thrusting one of these blades toward a computer CPU case, and the case is made of metal, right? So when you thrust, because the time of the impact is so short, when you thrust, the blade bends like that, and guess what? It will not bend back, okay? It just got bent and damaged permanently. So you have to kind of work your way and bend the other way forward. But then if you're doing it slowly, like how I do it here, okay, it's going to spring back into position. So that's the thing, okay? It's not practical to have a blade, okay, that is like that, okay? And usually we call these noodle swords. So there are swords and broadswords that are made like that, noodle swords, okay? And this is not right for the traditional tool. But then it's the okay thing for some beginners if they want to go like affordable weapons. So these are like cheap, and usually they are about 30 bucks or something like that. And guess what? This is already stainless steel blade that is made to a spring temper like that. But there are cheaper ones that are made of chrome plated steel. What are chrome plated steel? They are even crappier than these things, okay? These things are okay for beginners, but some are not okay. Just like this one, it's shinier, okay? You can spot it by seeing that it's so shiny. See, it's so shiny. And guess what? Ding! Okay, it can also bend with a finger, okay? With a real blade, a real sword, it will not be able to bend. Take a look. This is the cold steel jade lion sword made of Damascus steel, hand forged. It's razor sharp, so yeah, it's solid, and you can see the spine on it. It's very solid, and you cannot bend it. Okay, even I thrust. Okay, even I thrust, it's not going to bend. There's no sound coming from these swords, the real swords, and it should have really like no sound. And when you thrust, swing, or anything, you should feel the sword have some weight to it, and it should not wobble, should not shake, and the blade shall not go like that. Okay? The problem is when you thrust onto hard objects, these blades will thrust right through it. Just like if you search on YouTube, cold steel jade lion sword versus computer, you can see my test is to stab the sword right through the computer case. Okay, that's what a real sword should be like. And another example, if you want to go a bit more economical, this is about 300 bucks. Cold steel game sword. Okay, it's made of it's made of 1055 or 1050 carbon steel plate, and you can see the blade is also shiny, but it's not that shiny. It's the chrome steel blade, and you can feel that the blade is it's much higher quality, and it's not chrome plated steel. It's solid and battle ready, and also very sharp. These blades don't flex. Take a look. Okay, they don't flex like that. Those stuff. But then yes, if you take a vise, okay, to clamp the blade onto the table, and you try to bend it, it will bend and flex back to normal shape. But then without any tools, okay, even to step on the blade, it's not going to bend much. So this is how real swords are like, and that's the kind of flexibility we want with a real sword, and not those kind with the noodle sword. Okay, so remember, real swords are supposed to be sturdy. They're supposed to be like really solid, and also heavy too. Okay, they're not light like most of the stainless steel swords. So remember, if you're into Kung Fu and you want to find some real swords, okay, don't go for the stainless steel stuff. Don't go for super flexible stuff. Don't go for chrome plated steel stuff. Only look for heavy, hard, non-flexible blades. Okay, this is the main standard you want to get, and also to learn the proper technique with Chinese swords. Enjoy, and hope you like my video. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye bye.